some eyebrows, which we have our little trio here. Get a spoolie, get all our eyebrows combed up and into shape. Take the powder colored first. And what we're going to do is we're literally just going to create a better shape with our brow, fill in where the hair is missing. It's a dry product and a wax product. The wax product will help the powder stay on. The only reason I'm doing the powder first is because I need to know where I want the meat of my eyebrow. Where I want it to anchor is around the edges, where I want some definition to it. Just on the top. Then I'll take another brush, which is going to be this small little pointy blender brush. Just literally, where I put the wax, you'll notice it will just get a little darker and it will anchor my brow. We're going to do a cream shadow base. This one's natural. Using our finger. You could use a brush if you want to apply it. This will anchor the shadow magnet. It's a nice way to get a shadow crisp. And don't forget what you do to one side, you want to do to the other, so just kind of blend it out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place our first primary shadow on. I always like to start with the lightest shadow first. So I'm going to take my lightest shadow. It is antique white. And I'm going to ask my model to keep her eye closed. And I'm going to make sure that I blend off this cream so I have no creases. I load up all the color and just kind of blend it all on there. Load my product on, get it all over the entire eyelid itself. Now what I'm going to do is have my model open her eyes. They're a little deep set, which is fine. What we're going to do is soften that out and bring it out. So we're going to take a small kind of malty taupe, which is called sand. Smaller brush, little crease brush. Load the product just on the tip of the brush itself. So I'm going to tap off the excess. I'm going to ask my model to look up, look right at my nose. And what I'm going to do is just slightly just shadow the outside corner of her eye. I don't want a lot of hood on her eye because I want it to be soft. So I'm just going to blend that up and out. Corner of the eye, not bringing it out and just bringing it up. Just barely to the brow. Would just be in this area here and out. Now what I'm going to do is take a little darker color, which would be a blush sheer. It's like a raisin color. Same process. Little bit on the tip, crease brush, and I'm literally just going to place it into the corner for a smudge. And this is just going to be my guideline to start getting the eye a little more depth. To the brow bone itself and just blend out. Taking a small fine pencil, brush. We're just going to line the upper lash. We don't want to go too far with the liner with Madeline. Her eyes are a little close set together, so we want to make sure that we don't make it even smaller. We want to keep all the color to the outside edge. We want this eye, which is beautiful with the gray hair. It's stunning, so we just want to kind of focus on the blueness, gray blue of her eye. But right now we're just going to line her top lid, make sure there's a small feather stroke on the edge. We're going to blend this in with the smudge line later. Want to do dotting motions, it will make more of a smudge line. It's softer. It's not a streak or a straight line. Straight lines have a tendency to make a mature face look even harsher. So we're going to use a little warmer gray, so it's just a little softer blend. So it's the same principle of the crease. You're going to take a little excess, tuck it off. We're going to have our model close her eye. We're just going to lay the color just on the lash line itself where we put the black liner, and we're just going to lightly smudge this on. Now we're going to take a large fluff and just kind of blend and soften this out. Then we're going to take our cooler color, which is a little deeper. You're just going to take this color and literally just put it into the corner. If you want it soft and pretty, you really kind of want to just introduce the color lightly. And you're just taking it and just literally just blending it barely onto the brow bone itself. You're just introducing a small amount of color, that's all. And you can introduce it by using the side of the brush. The tip of the brush will literally put the color where you want it. The side of the brush will just blend the color on. I'm going to introduce my navy. So I'm going to just take a small line and just put it where I lined my black liner. Just ever so slightly on the outside corner. What you do to one side, you want to do to the other. The bottom line, what I'm going to do is create a small smudge. And then just lightly just introduce my navy with a little mixture of the cool gray. Just a small amount of color.